1944, South Carolina, in a small town called Alcaloo, two young girls were found murdered. The community was shaken. People wanted answers quickly. Not long after, police arrested a 14-year-old boy named George Stinney. Why him? Because he had seen the girls earlier that day as they passed near his home. That was enough to make him a suspect. There was no physical evidence linking him to the crime, no witnesses placing him there, no weapon found. George was taken into custody and held alone. He was separated from his family, with no real support. Authorities later claimed he confessed, but there was no recording, no written statement, nothing to show what was actually said. Just weeks later, his trial began. It lasted only a few hours. His defense had little time to prepare, and very little was said on his behalf. The jury deliberated briefly and returned a guilty verdict. George was sentenced to death. He was just 14 years old. In June of that same year, he was taken to the execution chamber. He was small for his age, and the setting was built for adults. He carried a Bible with him. There are accounts that he said very little in his final moments, and then his life was taken. Afterward, his family was forced to leave town. The case was closed, and for decades, it faded from public attention. But the story didn't end there. 70 years later, the case was re-examined. This time, the court looked more closely at what had happened: the lack of evidence, the speed of the trial, the absence of proper defense. In 2014, a judge vacated the conviction. George Stinney was officially declared innocent, but by then it was far too late. He had been gone for 70 years, a child executed for a crime he did not commit.